YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Antha Barber coming back at you with another haircut tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be doing a mid-skin fade and announcing a giveaway, so stay tuned. I like to begin each cut by brushing or combing out my client's hair and just getting everything to lay in its natural direction. Alright, so I'm going to start this cut off by taking my Stylecraft Evo trimmer, the trimmer that you've seen in the beginning of this video. Shout out to Gamma and Stylecraft for showing your boy some love. And the way I'm setting it in right now is I'm actually not setting it in harsh. What I was doing with the trimmer is I was raking downwards. Anybody know about raking, you know that it does leave a little bit of hair. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the trimmer with the blade set that I have on it, this does come with a 3-option blade set, and the one that I chose cuts really close to the skin, and I like that, but I don't want to have issues removing the bald guideline with my clipper later, so I'm going to go ahead and set it in soft now while I can. So now that my bald guideline was created, I'm going to come in with my foil shaver and I'm going to completely bald out that guide. However, when I get towards the top of that guideline, I'm going to use that flick out motion because I want to demonstrate a nice clean transition from completely bald to stubble, because later that's going to help my blend pop. Alright, so now that I balded out that guideline, I'm going to jump right into my WAHL number 8 guard with the lever closed using my Stylecraft ERGO. And I'm going to go ahead and knock down and remove the hair on top to the desired length. And you could see that I'm not removing a whole lot, but what this is doing is it's giving that fresh cut look. And my client here, shout out to Johnny, man, I appreciate this dude a ton. Super cool energy, really cool guy, man. He comes weekly, and so like I said, this number 8 really ain't gonna knock down a whole lot, but again, it's gonna give him that fresh cut look, and that's what he's looking for, so that's what I'm gonna give him. Alright, now that I have everything prepped, I'm going to begin to attack this blend. So I'm going to jump right back in with my ERGO clipper, this time with the lever fully open. And I'm going to begin to set and create my next guideline. Once I create my guideline, you're going to notice that I'll begin to close my lever and I'll start to blend from the bottom of that guide right back up towards the top. And little by little, as I work my way up, I'm going to work my way through these notches that are on the side of this clipper. That's one thing that I love about it, because it makes this blend that I'm about to give my client effortless. And, you know, I'm a firm believer in working smarter, not harder. And there are other clippers that do have notches in place on the side, but from my experience, out of the ones that I have used, this one's more accurate with the blend. Literally, I'm going to work my way through each notch on the side of this lever, and I believe there's 4 of them. Something else I want to point out is, if you notice with my thumb, I'm actually stretching the skin. And the reason why I'm doing that is my client has loose skin on his head. It's not like he's a heavier set guy or anything like that. He doesn't have like a lumpy head or rolls in the back, but he does have loose skin, and it's not a whole lot where you could visually see it, but when you put the clipper blade against the client's head and you hold it flat like you're supposed to, it will tend to move the skin up and down with the blade, if you will. So I found that stretching the skin allows me to really work in not only tight areas, indentations, but also with loose skin, and it's just going to ensure that I give them a nice clean blend. And he does have a divot right here in the back where I'm working in, and stretching that skin that way is allowing me to get into that indentation, knock that density down. That way I can keep everything consistent with this blend. Alright, now that I made my way through the notches and that part of the blend is complete, I'm going to come back in with my WAHL #1 guard with the lever fully open, and I'm going to begin to set and create my next guideline. I am going to give myself the same amount of space that I gave myself with the previous guide, that way I keep everything consistent with this blend. Once I create the guideline with the lever fully open, you'll see that I'll close the lever and I'll begin to attack that weight line at the bottom. I'm gonna take that one close from that weight line right back up to where I just left off with that one fully open, and you are gonna notice that that one close does leave some weight behind, but I'm gonna show you how to remove that in the next step. Alright, so right where I'm showing you is the weight that was left behind by that one closed, and I'm going to use the WAHL half guard to remove it. So I'm going to come in with my lever fully open, and I'm going to begin to attack above the weight that I see. Again, that's right above the weight that I see, and then I'm going to use that fade down process to eliminate it, meaning I'm going to close my lever as needed, working my way down until that guide's completely blended out. Alright, so now that that's blended out, I'm going to come in with my WAHL #2 guard with the lever fully open, and this time I'm not necessarily looking to set any guideline in, so I am going to use that dramatic flick out motion as I get towards the top. And when I can, I'm going to take the clipper just directly off the head from the parietal ridge. I'm not going to hit that round churn, so I could keep this haircut as box-like shaped as I can. Once I clean everything up with that lever fully open, then I'll close that lever and I'll begin to clean up everything underneath it. And I know I went up somewhat high with my WAHL half guard, but I knew I was going to come back in and clean up with my WAHL 1.5 guard, and that's going to allow me to stretch the blend. That's one thing that I love about this WAHL system, and that's one thing that's cool about this clipper is it does come with guards. However, I have never tried them, so I can't really speak on them, but I do use the WAHL guard system, and it's just nice and convenient for me to be able to use the guards that I love. Alright, so my #2 close left some weight behind right where I'm showing you, but again, that's okay. I'm going to use my WAHL 1.5 guard, and I'm going to kind of attack this like I did when I used the half guard. I'm going to come in with my lever fully open, and I'm going to begin to attack right above the weight that I see. Again, that's right above the weight that I see, and then I'll use that fade down process, meaning I'll close my lever as needed, working my way down until that guide's completely blended out. Alright, so real quick before we get to the end of this video, because I know some of you are like, man, Ant, we like 10.5 minutes into this video and you still ain't announced that giveaway. So I am announcing a giveaway. This clipper that you see me using in this video, or this trimmer that you see me using in this video, I'm going to be giving away in my next haircut tutorial. So make sure that if you're not subscribed, that you subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, make sure you turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss anything that I drop. Basically what I'm going to have you guys do is in my next haircut tutorial, I'm going to have you comment ERGO or EVO. And if I could get that, I'll figure out the details, but basically what I'll do is I'll go live with a random comment selector and you could have your comment selected, and as long as you hashtag ERGO or hashtag EVO, you're gonna win one of those items, you know. So basically the decision's on you what you want to win. You just gotta be that lucky one. So what you just saw me do was clean up with my WAHL number 4 guard. I didn't want to do clipper over comb. I didn't want to come in using thinning shears, so I just kind of lightly grazed the hair with the number 4 guard and just knocked down a little bit of that weight that I seen right there. I just applied a hold spray. I'm not looking to give them like some crazy sharp lineup, because what I'm doing right now is I'm actually just trimming down his fringe or his bang area. That's a lot of overhang right there, and I just wanted to hold everything neatly together. He will rock this haircut in a more natural state, but it's gonna give him that nice clean just front fringe area where everything's just kind of neatly together. Right here I'm just again doing my finishing work. I'm getting ready to apply some product, style them out, and send them out. Alright y'all, so here's a look at the final cut. If you got anything useful out this, I ask that you smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, I suggest you stick around. It's only gonna get doper from here. I appreciate y'all. Be blessed and be a blessing. I'm out.